And so let's actually talk about, I want to get into the nuts and bolts. If somebody is, let's say they have a business, a coaching business or consulting business or some kind of influencer business, and they're like, well, I post all the time on Facebook. What should they be doing with a blog to supplement that? And do you have to be a good writer?
I was in the science lab while everyone else was learning creative writing. So I do think, first of all, I will step back a minute and say a blog these days, it covers any sort of content. So it could be written word, it could be videos, it could be a combination, it could be photos and, blurbs and all that kind of stuff. You get to decide what's on your blog. But the problem with always relying on social media for your kind of, what I would say, your home base or for people to find you, is that you can never tell the whole story there because it's not your land. You're renting that land or stealing that land, or I don't know, it's borrowed time, it's borrowed land.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's how they treat you, is they know that they can rip the rug out from under you at any moment, and they will threaten that. They will change things that are not good for you. And without notice, they will squash you. They will call you fake news. They will do all these things to you because you on their platform is no big deal. They have plenty where you came from. And so that's one of the reasons why I think it's so, so important for us to have our own real estate on the internet. And so whatever that looks like for you, maybe it's a hub of a bunch of videos, or maybe it is written word, or maybe it is a collection of your social posts. Just put them somewhere where they're all together that can also lead people to like, know, and trust you, and then realize that you're smart.
Yeah.
So and that's what Facebook is so good at is reaching out to people who don't know you and increasing your like, know, trust factor, but it's really bad at allowing you to sell something on it unless you're paying them money. So you can see, well, that's why you need to figure out how to get those people from that social network that won't let you make the money to a place where you can have them and make the money. And the same thing I'd say with YouTube and Twitter and Instagram. Instagram's probably the worst at this because they won't even let you put a link in there. So Instagram is pure like, no trust with no ability to do anything else. But the good news is if you have a really engaged Instagram following, they are willing to jump through hoops to get to where you're monetizing. But if you have just kind of a lukewarm following on Instagram, it's generally worthless to you, quite honestly. You're better off where you can put a link and have actually someone come through and find the whole story, because you're only able to show a small part of the story on these social networks.
Are you looking to scale your business but trying to figure out how to get your message across? Well, go to storyselling.how to grab my free course that will show you how to discover everything that you need to build your business through stories. These stories work whether it's in social media, email, or public speaking. There are 5 core stories that you'll learn. You'll be able to use all of them by the time you're done with this course. Again, that is storyselling.how. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to tune in next time.